What's up today, boys? Today we're going to talk about an issue I had with the truck, and the issue was the engine light would flash anything, say, over, I don't know, a third of the throttle, and it was misfiring under heavy load. If you tried to full throttle it, it wasn't doing its thing, and it was definitely more pronounced when the truck was in four-wheel drive. It was worse. So what we did was I ended up having to go tow out the 2021 work truck in the last big snowstorm with this thing. And about halfway back, pounding this through the drifts, the wife noticed a bit of a rubbery smell. Anyway, we persisted and kept going. We got back there and the truck went in limp mode, blah blah blah. But anyway, drove it home, started it the next day. It was all cleared up and fine. But when I was driving along, if I give it any pedal at all, the engine light would start to flash, and the truck was not working great at all. So I immediately thought, well, I haven't put plugs into it for a while. So I went and got a new set of plugs. It made absolutely teetotally no difference at all. Waste of money. The next thing I did was, where this is an 8.1, these are known to have injector troubles. So I pulled a few injectors. They all seem to be clean and good. I ended up pulling them all, and they were fine. Did a fuel pressure test. It was fine. So I also changed my coils. Just pulled my wires off the top. Blah blah blah. Still made absolutely no difference. So had me beating my head against the wall a little bit, kind of aggravating that the truck was hardly drivable. So normally with these, a bad misfire will keep your engine light on. Like if it's an injector, usually it won't be intermittent, it'll stay on. So it was a bit of a head scratcher. I put new wires in the truck just here, I don't know, probably in the summertime or something. I've got headers on the truck. If you follow the channel, you'll see I had issues with exhaust leaks around my oxygen sensors before, which actually caused a lot of headache. But this one here was none of those things. So I had a spare throttle body laying around. I tried that. Didn't help. And luckily I have these parts. I didn't have to go buy them, or otherwise I would have wasted quite a bit of money. Because what we ended up finding, or what I found, was I knew it had to be electrical. I knew it had to be ignition related, because it would come and go. So after doing the little bit of troubleshooting that I tried with my parts laying around, I decided I was going to pull all the wires off. And as you'll see, this number one, I now have the protective aluminum heat guard onto it. Because what happened was, my nice Dragonfire 10mm plug wire got up against the header. And in the truck, you know, you're looking down at this thing, so you don't see that. It looked good, but on the underneath, it was laying right on the exhaust and shorting out. And you could drive this around, it would act totally fine. You wouldn't even know there was anything wrong until you stepped onto it. And again, in four-wheel drive, and you wouldn't even been able to pull the trailer the way it was working. It was just being a total aggravation. But a very, very simple fix in the end, kind of an overlooked thing, you know. You put nice fancy plug wires on, and a year later your vehicle develops a misfire. You don't really want to blame it on those nice plug wires that you bought off eBay, but regardless of the brand of plug wire, nothing can withstand laying against an exhaust header on a truck at wide open throttle and four-wheel drive and expect it to last. So very simple fix in the end, very easy to overlook, especially, you know, with headers. This was underneath. So hopefully this helps you guys out if you have this trouble. But pretty much any GM vehicle, doesn't matter if it's a V8, V6, 4-cylinder, even a car, if you have an engine light flashing and then it goes away and the vehicle seems to be somewhat working fine, you're probably going to be fire related. And I've seen very few spark plugs fail this day and age. Spark plugs were a real big thing years ago. They'd fail, but the technology now and the way they're built, I hardly ever see a spark plug fail. And same for coils, especially GM coils. I haven't seen many of those fail either, but plug wires, oh yeah, every time. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, check the other videos out. Have a nice day.